Do you really know what's in your food is safe?
Well, scientists say that many of the foods we eat are packed with things that are not supposed to be there. It's known as food fraud.
In tonight's reality check, News 13's Frank Faboni shows us why it's a concern that motivates many to buy local.
All of these are local bakeries.
At West Village Market in Delhi,
Our meat is all local.
knowing where your food comes from is important to customers.
They generally carry things that they'll tell you right on the label where it comes from.
Scientists say knowing that can protect you from what some call food fraud.
Food fraud is the deliberate deception of consumers using food.
Dr. Doug Moyer of Michigan State University is an expert on the subject.
That includes adulteration by adding ingredients that aren't supposed to be there, or by deleting valuable ingredients and substituting them.
Researchers have found all kinds of things in food. Take cumin, for instance.
In one case, what they found were ingredients you might find in a hardware store. Ground grass seed colored with charcoal dust.
That would be surprising. Yeah, okay.
Just last month, the FDA sent out this alert: undeclared peanuts and cumin powder, posing a serious public health threat.
And what these food fraudsters are doing are substituting peanut shells into the cumin spice to extend the amount of material to kind of make up for what they have not harvested and have not processed.
Another food often tampered with? Olive oil.
Unfortunately, back in the 80s, there was a deadly incident in Spain where industrial grade oil was mixed in with olive oil to extend it, and it put people in the hospitals and killed some people.
Using substitutes or fillers not listed on the label is a violation of FDA regulations and hard to detect.
It's very difficult to check the authenticity of food yourself. I mean, we don't have labs to check the DNA for fish to see if it's really what it's supposed to be. We have to trust.
Trusting your food source may be your only protection.
I try and build relationships with my customers and get to know what they're looking for and what's important for them with their food.
Experts say a local food stand is an excellent way to actually see what you're getting. But
things like honey are still commonly adulterated.
When you're getting local product and you know the vendors and you can attest to their integrity, that makes a big difference to people too.
Local natural food stores with locally made products.
At Hickory Nut Gap Farm, more and more people like to know exactly who their food is coming from.
Another way to trust what's inside the package.
It's just kind of common sense advice that you know where you're buying your food from.
Do you worry about what's in your food?
Absolutely.
Protecting yourself and your family.
We think of food fraud as definitely a public health threat.
By paying closer attention to what you eat.
These things aren't geared to hurt you. They typically don't hurt people, but sometimes if you're bending the rules, they might be bending all the rules.
In Asheville, Frank Faboni, News 13.
Well, the interest in food fraud has grown in recent years in light of potential terrorist attacks on the food supply chain.
There's now a searchable database of documented cases, and you can find it under news links at WLOS.com.